such a moment of agony that my own smoke and hexen magic was raging off her faster than I could follow, burning out of every pore under the ablution of the source's assault. Emma, Imogen, and Brielle were buckling under their own effort to keep me sane, keep my soul coherent. Even so, I reached out for more magic, for more power, and directed it at Nevaeh. "Come to me!" I called, willing her to take another step, and then another. "Nevaeh! You can do this!" And somehow, she did. Her very spirit was fragmented, burning away with the corruption boiling off her, her form almost invisible under that noxious eruption. Still, she took a step, a second, then a third. And I felt such pride, such awe, such admiration that my spirit shuddered, feeling like it was flying apart. I wanted to laugh, to cry, to fall to my knees before such strength. And some of that must have poured through the filament connecting us. Nevaeh raised her head, inch by shuddering inch, and our eyes locked. And in that moment of apotheosis, my spirit reduced to a lambent outline, her own near lost under her ever-regenerating, ever-burning corruption. A spark flew between us, a spark from that fire we'd lit back on our home world, born of our union, born of the trials we'd undergone together, our faith in her and each other. Despite it all, despite what was happening in the waking world, despite the pain, the impossible odds, Nevaeh found it within the depths of her infinitely capacious soul to smile. The filament that bonded us both together erupted in gold fire, and my heart felt like it would burst. The channel between us widens from a narrow tunnel to a 6-lane motherfucking highway, and the black smoke boiling off her suddenly screamed behind as if she was caught in a hurricane-force wind. She straightened, lowered her shoulders, lifted her chin. The golden fire passed from the filament to her body, racing over her figure to limn her in golden radiance beneath that ever-burning corruption. Wonder. Nevaeh gazed down at her upturned palm, at the hexen magic corruption that continued to burn off her like a Kuwaiti oil well on fire. She closed her hands into fists, and the black smoke disappeared, cut off at some primal source. It left Nevaeh there before me, herself alone, illuminated by our mutual love. "Who's what's wrong?" she said, voice quiet. "I'm looking forward to showing her the depth of her mistake." I released the golden filament, and around me, Imogen, Brielle, and Emma fell away, releasing their Herculean effort to keep me from being destroyed. "Open your eyes," said Nevaeh. "There's work to be done." I did so. I was lying on the arena floor at the bottom of a crater, 3 or so yards below ground level. I couldn't see my ward anywhere around me, though Anahata was drinking deep of my magic, projecting its protective radiance around me. Had my ward turned invisible? Was it waiting in a state of attention? My body was wrecked. The impact, or impacts, whatever it happened, it shattered me. The pain was such that I couldn't begin to interpret the mosaic of ruination that I'd become. I was molded across the cracked chunks of rock upon which I'd fallen. And above me, Nevaeh floated in her demon form. But her eyes, they were her own once more, dark and alive with love. She descended into the crater, Monogothelium fading from view to crouch beside me, wings furling behind her back. Sliding her taloned hands under my broken body, she lifted me carefully from the wreckage. I blacked out, but somehow held on. I held on as she flew back up, moving with infinite gentleness, and carried me up into the air toward the top of the Colosseum wall where Imogen, Emma, Brielle, and Little Meow stood awaiting us. I caught a glimpse of the Nithing world. It hadn't moved from its original position, but simply watched us go. turning its head slowly to track our passage. Naviya reached the others and came to a halt before Emma, hovering in the air a yard away from me, extending my broken body. Emma's white hair hung about her shoulders, and I saw her irises had also changed. They had lightened to a blue so pale they appeared almost translucent, ringed by a dark rim that gave her gaze an otherworldly appearance. She extended both hands over my chest, closed with those gorgeous eyes. Power flooded into me. No burning, no agony, no pain of a body forced into rapid healing. Instead, I felt again that resurgence of strength and health. Felt bones knit together, organs grow whole, blood pull away from cavities and back into my veins. My spine buckled, realigning, and my thoughts cleared. In moments, I was myself once more. The source wept, whispered little Meow, voice hoarse with wonder. How did you? I tapped Manipura to rise out of Naviya's leathered arms and flew forward to press my lips to Emma's. She pulled me into a hug so tight it crushed the breath out of me, then released me to step back and lift off the wall as well. Did you know I can fly now? She asked, lips pulled into a grin. Imogen flipped the braid behind her shoulder and also lifted off the wall. Took you long enough. Show-offs, said Brielle, but she couldn't hide her emotion, couldn't even pretend to be upset. Her smile said it all. And when Emma extended an arm